Welcome to the Foul Mouth News, where the filters are off and the language is colorful. If you are offended by profanity or vulgarity in general, not to mention political incorrectness, this video is not for you. You have been forewarned. So if you have virgin ears, be prepared because they are about to be violated.
Hello everyone. Now if you didn't catch my first upload for Saturday for the weekend here, yeah, when it comes to YouTube, I'm back. They ended up, for whatever reason, taking my permanent ban and making it so I could appeal. I appealed, and I was actually a dick in my appeal. I don't know what it is. I was a dick when it came to, Twitter/X. Got my account fixed because I made a fucking joke, and I was like basically short of saying, "Hey assholes." I didn't put that part in. I was like, "What the hell is this that, the owner of your company can make similar comments, joking and seriously, and it's perfectly fine, but yet I make a Star Wars joke about, for it to be, truly leftist Star Wars in regards to the original trilogy, Princess Leia would have to be a tranny with a big swinging dick." I didn't put that part in, but I'm pointing that out. I'm like, it went along with that. Got my account back. I was like with YouTube. I was like, yeah, I got retroactively struck. Okay, I got one strike, and then you retroactively struck me twice because of quote-unquote COVID misinformation and election misinformation, but what I said would be acceptable under the terms now. Now, I was like, will you give him, I didn't even say please, I was like, can I get my account back? And boom, sorry, we fucked up. I'm in good standing. So anyway, now that I've, spent a little over a minute and 40 seconds there explaining that, let's get into the article. So we have an article here from the Associated Press, and this was published on July 19th. I got to see what this soy fucking shitbag, his name is, pushing this shit. Josh Boak wrote this. And, yeah, basically what they're trying to do is because their social governance score bullshit is getting pushed back in red states and all that, the Treasury comes out and goes, this is going to cause massive criminal shit to happen. Like, stuff like that. They're, like, doing fear-mongering. And they're like fucking chimpanzees, shitting in their hands and throwing it up against the wall, hoping a fucking clump is going to stick. They're like, we're losing the battle on this. They're able to legally stop, this shit being forced on businesses and stuff like that. So they're like, it's going to empower drug dealers and terrorists. And it's like, how? And they're like, this is changing things. No, this is putting things back the way they were, where they had to actually look at your financial, just things like your financial fucking viability. If you're starting a business yourself, your credit score, or if you've got, a business and you've, been building it, your business's credit score, and decide whether or not to do business with you with loans and shit like that. That's what this comes down to. And they're losing on this. So these fucking unelected bureaucratic pieces of shit, all right, are now trying to play a fucking game because the left is losing with their shit. The tide is fucking turning because people are fucking sick. They're no longer afraid to, like the silent Trump supporter and shit. You have new people flocking to, like, and they're like, oh my God, it's the Republican Party. Like, it's getting ruined. Like, especially the fucking DeSantis simps out on fucking X. Okay, they're like, oh my God, because you got like that bitch with the fucking tattoo on her head that's like whorish and got an OnlyFans account and shit. Okay, she draws in people. All right. Right now, oh, well, we got to stand on our fucking morals and principles. You're conflating your conservative fucking religious shit with a political fucking party. So you would rather lose to the left and have them enact more fucking shit because, we gotta turn the other cheek and shit. Fuck you. That's why the right loses. That's why the rhino neocons were able to control the fucking conservatives and the rights and the libertarians, because the Libertarian Party's a fucking joke, and libertarians, unless they're flaming fucking lefties claiming to be libertarians, tend to vote more Republican. So they were there to placate you fucks. I mean, DeSantis was a fucking rhino when he was in Congress. A full-on fucking rhino. So, I mean, they're spelled differently, but he was such a fucking rhino. Okay, his nose, that fucking Italian schnauzer, should have been shaped like a fucking rhino horn. I mean, Jesus Christ. So anyway, he does good at the state, but once a rhino, always a rhino. Can't wait his fucking term. I can't trust him. I'd never vote for him. He fucked us, like on the note of showing that, hey, I'm going to be, a legit guy, Trump's the presumptive nominee, but I got some fucking rhino faggots in my ear, whispering shit in my ear. My wife has already picked out the China pattern, for the White House. For my presidency. So I'm going to go against him. I got no confidence in him. But on a state level, he's not that bad. He does things like this anti-bank, woke banking law, which really pissed off the Biden administration, or I should say more precisely, the administration's good, but not Biden, because he's senile as fuck. His handlers got pissed, I'm sure. And so the Treasury gets a fucking note down from the handlers, yeah, handle this shit. And this is their fucking retarded way of trying to deal with this. So, again, this was an article from the 19th written by Josh Boak, whatever the fuck his name is in the title. Treasury warns that anti-woke banking laws like Florida's are a national security risk. How? How? Saying that you have to treat banking how it has been in this country for hundreds of fucking years is now all of a sudden a national fucking security risk. Okay, not sucking Blackrock's dick is now somehow a fucking national security risk. What the fuck? This is how desperate they are. So anyway, let's get into this article here. The Treasury Department is warning that state laws that restrict banks from considering environmental, social, and governance factors could harm efforts to address money laundering and terrorism financing. Bullshit! How? How? That's fucking impossible. A bank's gonna do their normal due diligence on a fucking investment, okay? Or doing business with a particular fucking business or a client. What does fucking environmental, social governance bullshit have to fucking do with that? This is how desperate. Oh my God, because Blackrock can't force their will on small businesses in the, in the state of Florida. That's a national fucking security risk. Whatever fucking crackhead came up with that shit, okay, seriously needs to be fucking fired, because if you're going to have someone come up with fucking shit, to throw at the wall and hope it sticks, you want someone that's putting out those big fucking corn turds, okay, that have some fucking heft to them, so when you hit, they splat. And this is like fucking rabbit pellets when it comes to slinging shit. And I'm sorry for the descriptor, but it fucking fits, because they're throwing shit at the wall. Anyway, the Associated Press obtained a copy of the letter sent Thursday to lawmakers. The letter singled out a law signed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in May that says it would be an unsafe and unsound practice for banks to consider non-financial factors when doing business. The letter concludes that such laws create uncertainty and may inhibit national security efforts. This is fucking clown world. Fucking honk honk. This is seriously fucking clown world. Here are these motherfuckers trying to act like, oh, well, it's an unsafe and unsound practice for banks to consider non-financial factors, when literally the Florida law says that all you can fucking consider are the actual financial factors. Okay? Credit score, money in the bank, like assets, whether it be cash or property or whatever, collateral. Those things. Your like, say, if you're a business, your history of being a business, okay? If you're a private individual, say, getting a mortgage or whatever else, or trying to start a business, they're going to look at your current job. See how long you've been there. Those are the financial factors that they only should be fucking looking at. But they're trying to act like, oh, non-financial factors. Social fucking governance. How is that fucking financial? I'm sorry, but I'm just going to let Rocco do this for me.
Fucking what the fucking fuck? Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck!
Well, it certainly illustrates the diversity of the word.
Seriously. These motherfuckers... And I've been saying this a lot lately, but it fits. They're sitting here pissing on, pissing in our faces, and they're trying to tell us it's fucking raining. And you're like, rain is yellow? Is like fucking yellow is lemonade? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's rain. These fucking cocksuckers are ridiculous. They'll sit there and go, oh, yeah, well, social governance is somehow financial, but, limiting the banks to have to look at, like, credit score and shit like that, that's not financial factors. Fucking clown world. Seriously, this is fucking retarded shit. Anyway, conservative Republicans such as DeSantis have sought to block environmental and socially conscious standards for investing, saying that such initiatives can lead to unfair discrimination based on political beliefs and harm legitimate businesses. They say that considering environmental, social, and corporate governance issues, or ESG, before deciding whether to invest is woke behavior gone amok, because it is. So you're going to discriminate. All right. And not only that, it's about the fact of, let's say you have a great business, okay? Consumers want it, but it doesn't fit into the fucking leftist globalist fucking narrative, like, the environmental shit and social governance and fucking the oppression Olympics, because that's part of ESG. Okay. It doesn't fit into that. Now you can't get a fucking loan. Oh, so your business would because, let's say you fucking want to open a driving range. Okay, Florida, large open area, flat land. We'll just use this for argumentative sake. Golf tends to be a sport that white people play. I mean, you do have other ethnic groups playing it, but overwhelmingly it's a white thing. And because it's overwhelmingly a fucking white thing, and oh my God, you're gonna fuck up the environment if you go by ESG shit. Oh my God, you're gonna cut down a couple trees and shit. Oh my God, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna put a fence to stop gators from coming in off of off of the swamp beside your property. Oh my God, that could affect nature. You'll get fucked based on race and all this other shit. It's literally the idea of are you a good little globalist slave? If you want to have a business and be self-sufficient and have, your own thing, you got to suck the WEF's dick. You got to follow their bullshit. You got to make sure Blackrock gets a fucking reach around, okay, while you're fucking giving him a rusty fucking trombone. Because that's part of the rusty trombone, after all. This is the fucking clown world we live in. Anyway, Tennessee recently enacted a similar law, although it is not mentioned in the Treasury letter. State legislatures in Arizona, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, and South Dakota also have measures along these same lines under consideration. DeSantis has said the law being questioned by the Treasury Department would protect the access that conservative groups and firearms industries have to the financial sector, arguing that such organizations have at times had their accounts frozen or closed. And that's another thing. This is about going after those businesses. And I kind of alluded to that, with the fact of this, that, and the other thing. But they're using this openly to go after fucking firearms industries, gun shops, mom and pop gun shops and shit. Small businesses that have been lucrative, never run afoul of the government, the local law enforcement, whatever. They've been perfect. Somehow they've managed to perfectly keep all of their fucking records for the fucking ATF, because the ATF, if you put a period in the wrong fucking place, they'll fucking use that as a violation to try to fucking yank your shit these days. Used to be, there's no period there. Oh, yeah, we know there's supposed to be one. Now it's, you didn't put a fucking period there. We're gonna go after your fucking FFL. So, I mean, this is all about attacking certain industries. The firearms industry is a perfect fucking example. But, we need ESG because of terrorism and shit. They don't even make the fucking case for it. AP couldn't even really make a fucking case for it. And they're propagandists. The Treasury's pulling shit out of their ass. AP, trying to help them's pulling shit out of their ass. And they're just sitting there flinging it at the fucking wall like some retarded chimpanzees going, saying to each other, let's see if the next one sticks. Fucking retarded. The Treasury Department letter said that the Florida law could, however, undermine the work of federal agencies, heightening the risk that international drug traffickers, transitional organized criminals, fucking Okay, that's a kind of a bullshit term, but anyway. Terrorists and other corrupt foreign officials will use the U.S. financial system to launder money, evade sanctions, and threaten our national security. What the fuck does ESG have to do with any of this? It's environmental social fucking governance. What the fuck does the environment have to do with national security, cunts? For being now back on YouTube, I tend to use that word more. I know I've said, if you've been one of my longtime subscribers and now follow me, I know I say I hate that word and I won't use it, but it's become so fucking easy to call cunts. These fucking cunts, all right? Like, how the hell does this have anything to do with these things? It doesn't. But yet, we'll make it sound like a big scary terrorist and criminal threat. And, like, I mean, I'm sorry for using, like, the inbred redneck kind of voice, but they're kind of acting like, you know, dueling banjo type of shit. Like, you know, like that's their intelligence. Like, it's like, let's say social and economic, ESG. Okay, let's say that's, if we don't follow it, it's a risk, a criminal element and terrorism. Hey, that's a good idea. It's like, come on now. Give me a fucking break. Holy shit. Anyway, the Treasury Department letter was a response to a July 8 request from Rep. Josh Gottenheimer, Gottenheimer, Democrat, New Jersey, Rep. Blaine Luchtenmeyer, Republican, Missouri, and Rep. Brad Sherman, Democrat, California. I'm going to butcher his name. Anyway, Gottheimer, whatever it is, said he was pleased that the Treasury Department shared his concerns. Well, that fucking rhino, fucking Blaine, Luchtenmeyer, whatever, Luke, it's a Scandinavian name. Luchtenmeyer, you gotta go, you rhino cunt. You're for this shit, bitch. I hope you're up for re-election this fucking election. You gotta go, cunt. Let's get some write-in or some shit if he is, because this is fucking bad. This asshole's got to go. Anyway, to any states that are considering similar laws, I urge them to think twice before putting America's national security at risk, the congressman said in a statement. Well, fuck you, you fucking Democrat cuntbag. Okay, because you're like, oh my God, this is national security. Fuck you, Gottheimer. Okay, fuck you. Okay. This is about pushing your lefty fucking agenda. It just so happens that the Democrats, I mean, don't get me wrong, Republicans are in bed with corporations, but the Democrats are in bed with them big time. They're in bed with the Blackrocks and shit like that. They love the globalist agenda because it more promotes their shit. It goes along with their shit and it puts more control and power in their fucking hands. Okay, so this idea of, oh, well, don't fucking do that because, we need to do the ESG because we're trying to destroy, firearms ownership in the country, and it's not a very ESG friendly thing. So they're saying, hey, we're going to take our fucking emotional bullshit, our emotional baggage, our fucking, psychoses, our thirst for power and control. And we're going to use that as factors to decide whether or not you get a loan. And that's actually, a national security issue. And, it's an actual financial thing according to these fucking retards. The world we live in, people. I swear to God. If my grandparents' generation were alive, the ones that lived through the Great Depression, fought in World War II, I mean, there are some of them alive, but I mean, and you look at them and it breaks their heart to see what happened to this country. For the most part, with all of them. I mean, almost all of them. They're like, we fought the Nazis to let our country end up like this. It's ridiculous. If they saw what the country looked like today, if they were able-bodied men, they'd be like the guys that came back from World War II. Oh, God, Georgia War? What the fuck was it called? Over an election. You got crooked sheriff and like a true boss hog type trying to rig the fucking election. And they went and robbed the fucking National Guard armory. Well, got armed to the fucking teeth and said, give us the ballot boxes, bitch. We ain't doing that. Really? Okay. And then it turned into a fucking gunfight. I mean, They were of sterner stuff. They put up with less shit. You know, again, like I've said, they'll piss in our face, tell us it's raining, and we put up with it. Anyway, yeah, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you've made it this far and haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to subscribe over on the other platforms where this channel's content is uploaded to, as well as subscribe and follow over on sites like Minds, Gab, and Parler. Links to each are in the description.